Yeah.
You guys should turn the heat on there in the building. It looks like you're cold.
We knew you were going to comment on that.
Said that, but like we have toques on. He's gonna be like, hey, or something.
We just never wash our hair, so this is way easier.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm Randy, Justin. So do you ever go by Matt, or is it strictly Matthew?
Yeah. Some people call me Matt. Some people call me Matthew. Some people just call me Ramsey. Some people call me things you can't say on the radio.
Okay, well, yeah, true. We could say anything, really. It's just no one can complain. That's key.
Yeah.
So how are you doing? You have a busy day of a million interviews?
A lot of this. Yeah.
Yeah, good. So I guess you guys have started the No Vibes tour already.
Yeah.
Or No Bad Vibes tour, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta have some vibes.
Some vibes,
Zero
yeah.
vibes.
The No Bad Vibes
Zero
tour.
vibes.
You've just started it up recently.
Yeah, we have started. We got a handful of shows under our belt, and they've so far been, everything we'd hoped.
Yeah, you guys are coming to Calgary March 3rd. We're super stoked. Thank you for adding us to your list.
Wouldn't miss it.
And you got the new single out, of course, Memory Lane. How's reaction to that? I mean, we love it. We're spinning it here on Wild. Is it like when you release a single, does it become your new favorite song, basically?
It takes some time. It's a little nerve-wracking for me. It's I always get a little sick to my stomach when we release a song to the world to just to see what's going to happen. You think it's going to work, but you never know. So you put it out there, watch what it does. And it's always fun to sort of watch the gradual climb, and you can feel it in the room when you're playing it. The crowds get louder and the singing gets louder and, through time. But this one has seemed to react pretty quickly. So people are already singing it. It's pretty fun.
And so is it the same? Because I know I first saw you guys perform at Dauphin's Country Fest in Manitoba. And that is where I learned that you guys are songwriters. Like, you've written so many songs for other artists that I didn't know about. And I think a lot of people don't know that. So when you release these singles, it's kind of like putting a kid out there, hoping that your child grows up to,
you definitely love them. And you're like, please be kind to my child.
Yeah. Is it the same kind of vibe when you release a single or an album, whatever, as Old Dominion? Is it different when you've written on a song and say like a Keith Urban puts it out or Thomas Rhett? Do you have that same kind of nervousness?
Yeah, it's a little different because first of all, you just hope that the artist themselves treats your baby right, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they really mess it up.
Do you just pretend you didn't have any part of it when that happened?
You're
like,
yeah, let's forget that ever happened.
Must be a different Matt. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, that was New Dominion. We're Old Dominion. Yeah, we don't really understand. So where are you right now?
I'm at home right now in Nashville.
Oh, you're at home. So you get a little break. You're going to Ottawa next, correct?
We are. We're headed to Toronto and then to London, I believe.
Okay. Bring your toque.
Yeah, I know.
Coming up here, you got to bring your
your beanie. I guess.
Yeah, your beanie. So we were wondering, because I mean, we all know what we're listening to. We're listening to the music that you and other bands and artists put out. But what are you and the Old Dominion crew like? What's your jam right now? What's something you guys are all listening to?
Oh, it's all over the map. It's definitely we travel with our crew built us this big road case that travels with a vinyl record player, and so we have a big vinyl collection that travels with us, and there's everything from southern classic rock to jazz to we have like some Hawaiian lap steel music. It's all over the place. But riding around in my car lately, I've been on an Eric Church kick lately. Just really kind of love his music.
Eric Church, one of your all-time favorites, would you say?
For sure, absolutely.
So we were checking out the Old Dominion Instagram, and we saw a video from, I guess it was like a couple nights ago.
Yeah,
right?
it looks like it's pretty recent.
Like a week ago. You grabbed someone's phone and you were on stage with their phone. And we're just curious, like, do you realize that's like a slight superpower? Like if we would get arrested if we did that. Do you realize that that's
I mean, they're handing you the phone. It's like people, it's so funny. You do that once. The problem is you do that once and then people just start throwing their phones on the stage, like with no concern of ever getting it back. You know, it's like, hey, I know that thing costs a lot of money. Like, don't just throw it up here on the stage.
Is that what else have you had thrown either at you or in your direction? What's like the weirdest thing that's ever been thrown on stage?
There's all kinds of weird stuff that gets thrown up, stuffed animals and underwear and all that stuff. So, you know,
from a sandwich or something.
Cold turkey. Yeah. The underwear I never got. Like, is it
full
underwear?
Beers have come up on stage before, like dangerous, you know, full cans of beers, and you know, maybe they didn't think we were very good.
Yeah, kind of still going through that.
People have held their babies up, like, take my baby, and you know.
Oh my God.
That's so like, and so do you find that, because to us, you're a superstar, right? And to you, this is your job. You're a performer.
Right.
And so do you find, is that still a weird thing that people are like, take my baby? Yeah,
it's always strange.
Do you ever take the baby?
Never. I've never taken the baby. No.
Never taken the baby? I was going to, what do you even do with it? Yeah, you're kind of.
I think it was Luke Bryan who took a baby once.
Luke
on
Bryan
stage, not like abducted. Yeah, no.
Important distinction.
Just on stage.
Yeah.
So for us here in radio, one of our like a perk we get with our job is people would always think like concert tickets, but like actually we get so much free food just from going to events and stuff. So what's a perk with, you know, with Matthew Ramsey, with Old Dominion that you love about the job? Maybe it's getting phones thrown at you. Like what's a weird?
Definitely not that. It's definitely not that. You definitely get some opportunities that would never come. There's a lot of like sports connections that we get. You know, we can just make. You know, we got delayed one day recently. A flight got canceled. We were stuck in North Carolina and saw there was an NBA game, so we just made a few texts, and the next thing you know, we're at an NBA game, and it's just, you know, things like that are really fun. And you know, you get to, people will find out you have a day off and they'll say, hey, we have a boat, come out on the boat, or we have these ATVs, come, you know, tear it up. So there's lots of perks like that are fun.
That's pretty cool. Are those seem like songwriting opportunities? You draw ever from those?
Not really. Those are just those
are let loose times.
Those are just let loose times. Yeah.
So what can we expect on the No Vibes tour?
Yeah. Good vibes. No.
Good vibes. Yes.
Yeah. We just it's us having a blast like usual, but you know, it's a little bit bigger this time with lots more, you know, visual to come along with the show. And we sort of, you know, stretch our legs a little bit as far as musicianship goes, and, you know, let Brad show off his guitar playing a little bit more. And, you know, we showcase some of the songs we've written for other people again, but in a little bit of a different way. And we've really kind of tried to ratchet it up a little bit. So it's a fun party.
Nice. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you here at the Dome in Calgary, March 3rd, Memory Lane. Like I said, we're loving it. Thank you for continuing to release awesome music. Please don't stop.
Thank you for playing it.
Yeah, we will keep playing it. If you keep releasing it, we'll keep playing it. So thanks so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
Sure thing. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Don't forget your beanie.
I'll bring it. Don't worry.
Okay, see ya.
Take care, Matthew.
See ya.